Hi guys, it's Ilene here, and I just want to show you some easy backgrounds on ATCs. I know I usually do quite elaborate ATCs with a lot of texture and layers of papers in the background, and I just want to show you today a simple process of some backgrounds. Here's my summer one that I've done today, and I've done the red and the blue. I did a little bit of orange in the corner here to make the color come through here. That is ink pads from the ink pads, as well as this one I did orange, red, the blues, two blues, a midnight blue and a lighter blue, an orange, a yellow, and then a darker, that midnight night of navy blue around the edges, as well as I embossed this, so it's more of a calmer card, yet looks really nice. This one is sprayed alcohol ink, where I sprayed and I used the stencil and sprayed, and then I stamped it all the way around, and then I also embossed it all the way around using my musical notes. I embossed it using the watermarks all the way around and my gold embossing powder, just for something a little different. This one is alcohol inks. I did the purple, the red, and the orange. Spraying them like that, so then it had the kind of rainbow effect. And this is the toilet paper dragon on here. There's some layered paper here that I have. And this one here, I just did the actually the ink pad, the blue and the red, mixing it together, and it's nice smooth paper, and that's what it looks like. So I just wanted to show you how you can do beautiful ATC and still have, you know, you don't have to go crazy with it like I normally do. I just go kind of overboard. But, so, here's my ATC card, which is 2.5 by 3.5. 2.5 by 3.5. And then I gotta decide what colors do I like to use. I think I will go with the blue, Tempting Turquoise. I have makeup sponges that I kind of keep in a little jar with all the colors in it, so then I can find them again and use them. I bend them in half, and the camera may kind of wiggle when I do this, but without trying to put too much pressure on the card with having fingerprints on them which will stick out, I just keep going around on the card, which you could probably pick up a few fingerprints. Let's try this side. Actually, this side's the better side. There's one kind of rougher side to the card, and then the smoother side, and I gotta kind of pay attention to what I'm doing. I usually put a backing on my cards, so that won't show anyway. So this is my start of my card, and if you want it darker, you just go over the edges or wherever you want it darker. Then you can go in with a nice lighter color. I have this, oops, I didn't check the color name, Yo-Yo Yellow, and I have several yellows, so I'm doing the back of this one because I accidentally got some red the last time I did the Yo-Yo Yellow. So I'm going to do a little bit of the Yo-Yo Yellow, and usually I go around first, but I just want to make sure that I blend this really well before I go in too far on the other end. And you'll blend it into the blue, and this is a really nice look. You can emboss first with clear embossing and then do this, and then what you're embossed will show up. You could do it with I think you could do it like a Mod Podge mixed with water or whatever, and you can spray like a little spritz, and once it glues, it's actually not a water-based one. There's glues that you can do that with and then get the splatter in the background, which really looks cool. So then I'm going to go in with the real red just to show you really nice change in the color. And how that blends in. And I love that. And you could do it in a more of a circular motion, like in where the shape in circle. This could be more circular. Anything like that. So you could do 3 colors, you could do 2 colors, you could throw in a purple in here, a lavender lace, just a touch because you don't want to blend too many, make it muddy, but you can throw in a lavender lace on the side just to get like it blending, and it's going to look really pretty. But like I said, not too much because you'll get mud looking, but it does make it look really, really nice. So that's how you do it. So that is the blending with the ink pads, and all different kind of ink pads you can use. These are water-based, but you can use all different kind of ink pads the same way, and I just use the makeup brushes to blend them. So that is the blending. I will show you how I make one with alcohol sprays, and then I will remove these so I don't splash on here. Just move them back up, and they don't look too much different. I'm just going to wipe this clean with a baby wipe. But they do have a cool kind of blending difference, and that's what I like about that. So I am going to start with a dark blue, and I'm going in with a pink and a red. So I'm going to find my red, and I'd like to use a yellow and orange. And sometimes, depending on how well it blends, I would like to use a purple. So I have those colors here, and I'm getting, the kids are using these, so they're getting kind of leaky. Okay, so I'm going to do the blue. And where is my tool? Here it is. I like to use. It does crinkle up the paper a bit, but I like to use my purple. Oh, kids are using this way too much. And then I like to use my pink. My red. And yeah, it is getting low. And my orange. And sometimes I like to spritz a little yellow over top. We'll see how it turns out. So this is, oops, this is how it looks so far. Then I tend to dry it a little bit. And it looks really great. See how that blends? It's really great. So that is a totally different kind of tie-dyed kind of look, right? It looks totally different. And that is a neat look. And this is the other that we just did with the ink pad. So now I'm going to put these away quickly because I'm going to go on to talking about stamping. So, sorry for my getting into the front of the camera. I want to have room for all my stuff. Now for this one here, I did a tree, as well as this one here I did a tree. I did the background with just the black, the stains with the stays on ink, and then I did the foreground with the embossing. And then I did a smaller tree that was quite similar around, and I put this lady here, and I put gold embossing on her as well, the cameo. So that is something different, and it's not, you know, very difficult to do. This one, what I did with this one is I had the same kind of thing here going on. I decided to put my stencil on top, and I used my black alcohol ink, and I sprayed the black one over top. That's what I did with this one to make it this way, right here. So it's a different look altogether, and you have to barely spritz it just to get the color change on there, and it looks fabulous. This one I just stamped over the edges, and then I put a centerpiece with paper that I did spray as well, torn paper, and then the tissue paper dragon that I made. I did spray him as well as putting black over him, and then kind of buffed him up with black acrylic paint and then gold. And here's my other one here that I did earlier with the red and the blue. So just going to show you for this one, for an example here, I have these strips of paper like this, and I do my words on them, and then I have leftover Mod Podge paper, and I put the letters over them and cut them out. And so you keep your Mod Podge pieces and all your scrapbooking pieces and your journal pieces for that kind of a thing. So we can do a quick one here, and it's just great because you can do one word, you can do an individual lettering. So let's do the word hope. And I didn't do very good. Oops, a very good O, because I'm going too quickly, but it is very pretty. So you can do a word hope like that. You can do the word hope apart, so then you can cut it in individual squares. Oops. And then you can color them up, either spraying them or by kind of just doing the ink pad that I've done here before. So what I think I'm going to do is use my yellow, and covering this guy up so it doesn't get too dry. I'm going to use my yellow again, Yo-Yo Yellow, to go over my hope. And I'm going to do it with the other one as well. And then I'm going to cut them out just to show you what to do with them. I like to save words that come in from boxes and flyers, magazines, and that sort of thing too. So I have plenty of those that I keep that we can color and add to. So when you get your flyers, and there's those cardstock ones, the glossier ones, you can use those. So don't, if they have nice, good, big size words on them, that, some of the flyers are really papery, like flimsy, but those ones are really nice, so you can use those. So I encourage you to keep them because you can chop up the letters, save them for something like that, you know. Something like hope. I'm going to do the tempting turquoise on this, and it's going to kind of come out a little greeny, so that's going to look really nice. So I'm going to kind of flick that on there, and it's going to look really pretty. And instead of the usual black. So look at that, isn't that pretty? So I like that. And there goes my ink pad to keep apart. So there is my hope. And I can find a really nice piece to put hope on right here. And then put a pop dot on it behind it, or just put it on there like that. I can outline it with black to make it really pop, which I like to do. In my Copic black marker. And there's hope. Very pretty. Very pretty like that, with backing to it, very pretty on its own. Very, very nice. So we can do a tree. So I'm going to put hope on the back of here, or on the top here. And I am going to add hope to my ATC. And I can even like come up with more am I even doing this in front of the camera here? With more words go with hope. Hope, love, peace, something like that, or even just hope. So now I'm going to grab my tree once again, and I'm going to show you how I did the tree. So here is my stamp of the tree. And I know I have lots going on here because I was showing you many stuff here. So to do the tree, I used my Stays On ink. And I go over the tree like so, getting it very inked up. And I know I'm probably wiggling the camera, but it's going to be okay. So then I'm going to find a part of the tree that I really, or the way I really would like it, put it on. I'm going to stand up and put some weight to it. Without rocking it, I find that if you rock the stamp, you get kind of a double image, and it kind of wrecks it. There's my tree. So now how I did this tree, it was like this, but can you see how full it is here on this picture? How full it is here, and then how full it is on this one? Because when I did this, first did this, there was no branches down there. And it was looking kind of bare. So I'm going to show you how I filled up the tree a bit more. You can do this. You could take some of your stamps and wipe off the ink on some parts and re-ink it and kind of add more of what you like about the stamp or what you want to add. So I wanted a thicker tree so I can see below my lettering. So I decided to, you go over it with your baby wipe to wipe off anything you don't want on there. You go kind of go like where you want to go with the tree. Do the same thing, stand up, put some pressure on there, leave it for a few seconds so it kind of soaks into your paper. This is just cardstock too. And there you go. That one I had a little over, but normally if I have it a little bit over here, you wouldn't even see the, I guess, this part or whatever. But that's how I did that tree. So now we can put hope on the tree. I think I would like to actually do a little more of something with this one. So I'm going to use some watermarks. You can use watermarks on the edges of your words if you have a color that you really want to use. Like I want to use the metallic gold. So I'm going to do that. It just kind of came to me right now. That's what I want to do. I want to do my metallic gold hope. So I'm going to put that around there. And get that on there. I've got my brush that I use just for this kind of stuff and get some of it off of the paper that I don't really want on there. Put my leftovers back into my bottle for another time. I'm going to turn on my heat tool and show you how beautiful that looks. So here we go. It's going to take a second, but look at that. What a way to outline such a beautiful word. Hope. There we have it. And isn't that pretty? That's just an easy ATC card. Now it looks really, really sharp on there. So now, you know what? I'm really liking this and I want to do a little more. See how I did this one here? I have the gold along here. I think I'm going to do that again. I think I'm going to use the watermarks and I am going to do just the bottom part of my stamp around. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm making a frame with it. So it's just going to be like this. Beautiful. I think it's going to be perfect. So another easy way to frame it up, and you don't have to add tons and tons of texture, but you have the little things so it's not like a hugely thick card. Like I said, I normally make huge extravagant type of things that are just, but that's just me. But not everyone's like that, and not everyone, you know, you can do something really simple and be really, really pretty. And like this. You have your piece done like that. And now let's see how it comes together. It's very, very pretty. Look at how it just like, can you see that? How it just is all beautiful and gold. That is so pretty. Isn't that a pretty way of framing an ATC card? So that is how I did it. And then we have hope. We could just put it right flat on there. You can have a pop dot. Here's hello with a pop dot just to show you the, you know, the height. But there's hope. Right there like that. There is a pretty ATC card right there, like that. It's not like you know, like a whole lot, but it is really pretty. And you don't need to go out crazy all the time, right? And that's, someone would love to get that. My kids are making ATCs like crazy too. And that's just how you frame it up. And you can use any type of stamp. There's stamps here. I have this measuring ruler. You can use edges of plants, numbers. You can use the edge of the numbers here to stamp this up. For the gold, let's see how this looks. Or even in black. But let's just, you know, let's do this. This is going to be really pretty. A frame of numbers. I think it's pretty. It may not be on there quite square. But you get the idea. I guess I should have put this away. You get the idea of the look. And you can do that with any, you know, I have kaleidoscope, you can get right like any of them, or just a stamp. If you don't want to do embossing, you can do a stamp. And that looks so cute. And actually I have a sticker that's a clock or a watch that can go inside there, you know, and that would be cute. So that is a very cute one. Now isn't that cute? That's very cute. Look at that. What we can throw in there, just for, you can make ahead of time, you make sometime. Ooh, that's pretty. Chloe just made something here. I'm just going to quickly show you. She used paint, acrylic paint, dark brown and a lighter brown on top with my Paris washi tape and Paris stickers. She just made that right beside me now while we were doing this. So cute. Awesome. Anyway, sorry, I'm just showing off. Oh, sorry, she wants lettering. So anyway, this is a cameo that can go right in the middle, like that. And yes, she's got a bit of silver on her. We can just add a little bit of highlight of gold to her. And then she is now ready for the gold highlights to really pick up like that. Just as easy as that. We just added some gold metallic paint to her. So that was easy, especially if you have a few embellishments kind of ready ahead of time. It's quite quick and easy to have, and I always like to have extra embellishments. Like I made the Russian ATC, you guys seen them. I had an extra file folder. I have things I did put in my giveaway box, but somewhere's around here. So that would be perfect for that. You could even put a little lace around her, so I might just do that, or just some paper. Another thing I want to show you is about this burlap. I just got the burlap. Oh, that would be really cute. The burlap behind her. It's quite unusual to see burlap behind her. So anyways, for the burlap, I want to show you guys how I cut burlap. So I used it in my ATC here, and I have actually 3 layers of it. One that goes across here, one that goes down this angle, and then a little piece that goes across here. I did spray it with alcohol spray to get the green, and that's how I got the green. So with this lady, I would want to measure her and say that I would like the burlap to be about that big with it on, and I'm going to glue either side where I'm going to cut. And then you're going to let that glue dry. And that's what I did with every piece that I cut off my roll. I have a bit of glue here, and you can't even see it. It's glued, like it's see-through. So then it doesn't tear, like come apart, frayed. So I'm just going to hold on for a second and dry this quickly. So I dried as much as I needed to right now. It'll sit more and get more clear. But I wanted to cut this piece, and now I have a little piece for lettering or something. So I'll always keep these. Look at how cute that is. Isn't that cute? So keep these. And I really kind of liked how unusual that looked with her there. You don't usually see a cameo with burlap. So I don't know. That could be a piece that you can do like that, and that is really unique and cute. You can frail it up a bit. You just pull the ends, even though they're glued. If you tug on them hard enough, they will come apart. But they're still glued, so it's not going to all come apart, so you don't have to worry about that. But you can pull a few pieces that you want out of the ends. These ones, if you pull too many out, they will, at the very end, come apart, but you did have thick ends, so. But it looks so cute. So that's how she would look if she had that behind her instead of lace. Something a little different. So I like that. It looks kind of neat. Yeah, so these are the 2 that we just finished just now. And they were pretty easy. So let's see what we can do with, should we put another one together? I think we should do this one with a different ink, with some StazOn ink, and I will show you. I know I showed you like an embossing in border, but I would like to show you, and of course my favorite ink, oh here it is. This is one of my favorite pieces of stamps. And I just use it, the edges like this. So I just use it. And yes, sometimes I get the edging on there. But I love it so much that I think it's just so darn cute. Doesn't that look cute? You can push the little corners in like this. So you have some rubber ones that you really like, the swirls and the you know, and they give such a nice border. So I can go like this with the very corner and add more in there like this. And I would like to add a nice long one in there like that. And I'm going to add a couple curly ones. So this little curly one on this side here, I'd like to add, oh, right here. So that looks great. Look at that. So that's a nice border for that. And it's not embossed, it's not fancy schmancy, you know, but it doesn't have to be. And then we can do anything with the center. And it looks so cute. You can put a button in the center, you could put flowers in the center. Whatever. This is a piece of toilet paper mold, you know, from a cake that I've made, the cake mold. Isn't that cute? And that's that. I mean, you can do anything. So those are just a few ideas I wanted to share today. Just some easy, smeezy kind of things that I know I make everything so difficult sometimes. And I thought, you know what? I want you guys to see that it doesn't have to be difficult. You can make really, really awesome pieces. And then you can add a few little things that, you know, these are made from toilet papers in molds. Easy. You guys, I have a tutorial on that if you want to check it out. Easy. You can put your stickers on here. There's some really nice stickers that you can buy now that you can throw on there that are really, really cute. Like this Boy Voyage sticker. Really gorgeous. You can throw that in there. If you have a theme of French theme. Isn't that cute? Look at this little guy here on the road. Isn't that cute? That's just one little cute sticker. So stickers doesn't have to be totally difficult. So again, guys, thanks. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.